Hello guys, it's Cisco, and today we're going to see if you can beat Patapon with only normal units. Now originally I was going to do this challenge but without sound, but that failed quickly because I could not get past the tutorial for the life of me, so I decided that that challenge was impossible. Maybe it's not impossible, maybe it is. If you think it's possible, be my guest and do it. The rules are simple. I can't use any kind of rare pawn to make any by accident. I gotta load a previous save. And if there's any bosses on the way of the story, like optional bosses, then I won't fight it. Except for Dokakno and Dodonga, because they have the song Retreat and Charge. So with that out of the way, let's get started. So I start a new game, watch the opening cutscene, wake up Patapon, and get the Patadrum. Then I just get the Yarapons, and we're done. I go on a hunt to get some meat, and it's on to the first mission, where we ban the Catapon and unlock the ability to make Catapons. The next mission isn't so different. We go through it smoothly. Then for the next mission, we go to the Blue Tree area where we meet Don the Unipom and unlock the ability to make Unipoms. Next mission, we meet General Gong with his annoying tornado attack, and it gets worse with each encounter with him. But then I beat him pretty easily. He doesn't put up much of a fight. Next mission, we gotta fight the first boss, Dodonga. And he's not very hard. His attacks don't do much. And we just wail on him for 3 minutes though. But at the end of the fight, he ate 2 of my Patapons, which was annoying since I did not have any meat at that point. But eventually, Dodonga goes down. Now before we do the next Sigaton mission, we gotta fight another boss, Majidonga. He's a lot tougher than Dodonga. He actually puts up a fight. The attacks do moderate damage, so I gotta be careful, but thankfully I have the song on defense, so it shouldn't be too hard. Keep hitting him, Majidonga goes down, and get the brain juju. Now that he's down, we can move up to the next mission, where we cross the desert. It's not much of a Sigaton mission, it's only Sigaton missions at the end, but that's about it. After that Sigaton mission, we do another one that's tougher than the previous one, since they got these really tough Kibatons. And the reason for that is because they push my Catapons really far, and the only viable way I can kill them is to stall with the song and defend, and eventually I kill them and move on with the mission. Now for the next mission, boss fight with Sacknell. The fight doesn't go very well. Decimates an army, just a few attacks, and then, you know, I just die. And I just retreat, but I make a bigger army and come back. And the fight's still pretty tough. Attacks still do pretty much if I'm not defending, and he has a lot of health. But I know I can do this, so I keep wailing on him for 9 minutes, and I kill him. Next mission, we find Gong again, and he speaks some mumbo jumbo, and then we just fight him. And it's kind of difficult, but not at the same time, if that makes sense. Because it reaches a point where a Decaton shows up, but a Decaton doesn't do very much as we kill him very quickly. And then after that, Gong retreats. Next mission is just an easy Zigaton ambush. But now, I gotta do that horrendous Escort mission. Because the problem with the Escort mission is that there's this certain part where there's Yumitons with fire bows, and the fire bows have a high chance to burn the mount, and then it destroys the horse really quickly. So I gotta keep retrying until I get lucky enough to kill them quickly before that happens. So it took me like 5 minutes. I mean, previous playthrough took longer than that, but somehow I did better with normal Patapons than usual. Next mission, I gotta get the Catapult without breaking it, which I do pretty easily. Because I usually meat pawns as a shield for the Catapult so it doesn't break. After that mission, we destroy the Zigaton Castle. Oh boy, this mission is extremely difficult. Keeping the Catapult alive is really difficult in this mission, since they have like 20 archers shooting at my fucking face, and they also have fire bows too. and they never stop shooting. So I gotta constantly defend to keep the catapult alive, since the only way to destroy the castle is with the catapult. And then I just keep going and it breaks. So I try again, get to the certain part of the castle, and then the catapult breaks again. So I try one last time, and in a stroke of luck, I destroy the castle. Thank God, the catapult was about to break there. That was the hardest mission so far. But I have a feeling that things aren't going to get any easier. Next mission is a easy mission where we destroy a wind tower which is weak to arrows. But thankfully I got the wind juju from hunting, so it's a complete joke. Now I gotta fight an optional boss, Docacno. Recently I'm fighting him because he has a silent retreat, and that's going to be fairly useful for later missions. So I fight him. He's pretty hard. His attacks do high damage if I'm not defending or retreating. And he likes to run away a lot to defeat a weak earthquake attack, and makes the fight drag on, but eventually I defeat him. Now for the next mission, we're gonna fight another boss, Gong. And he's pretty easy. His attacks don't do anything, even when I don't defend. He does dick to my Patapons, and I kill him in less than 2 minutes. Now for the next mission, where Gong challenges us to a race, which we win pretty easily, but then he says, "Fuck you, I'm gonna kill you anyway." And the fight doesn't go very well. The Yumitons do way too much damage, and at this point I was thinking of retreating because most of my Patapons were dead. But I had realized that I had the wind juju, so I used it to my advantage and shot down the Yumitons with my Yumipons, and it worked. And so I didn't use the wind juju there, I would have lost. Next mission, the retarded Princess Carmen lets herself get captured for no fucking reason. So I gotta rescue her, great. And I can't use my fire weapons because that'll burn her to death, so I gotta use my fucking steel and iron weapons that are complete crap. And it's pretty annoying, since the cage has a lot of health, and I have to cross a desert, and it still has that part where Patapons get burned to death. And that sounds like fun, doesn't it? No, it's hell. I failed the first attempt because I wasn't fast enough to destroy the cage, but in the second attempt, I barely made it and destroyed the cage. So I unlocked an optional boss, Dodonga, so I can get the Song of Charge, because I'm gonna need the damage boost for every single boss, since I can't use rare pods. So I can't use the one with the fucking horns, I can't use the one with the fucking wings, so I'm gonna have to rely on charge and stews. So anyway, boss fight Gong. He's pretty easy. He's about as easy as Gong. And you know, I beat him before I know it. The next mission is the final encounter with Gong. And it's pretty easy at the start. But then, you know, as the fight goes on, Gong duplicates himself in a desperate attempt to defeat me. But I dispose his clones pretty quickly, and then, you know, he goes down. Can we get an F for Gong? Now for the next mission, we're gonna fight Spiderton. And this is one of the hardest missions in the game, because Spiderton does massive damage at this point, because, you know, I'm using normal Patapons, they're weak as fuck, and they do massive damage. They knock me back so hard. Even if I use Decapons, they'll still get knocked out. And so it doesn't go very well the first attempt, so I retry, and I got lucky and destroyed the... Fuck, I don't even remember what the thing was called. We'll call it a tank. Sigaton tank, yeah. We destroyed a Sigaton tank and defeat Spiderton. Now for the next mission, we're gonna fight Makoton. And this demon wall thing, and it's
frustratingly hard, this mission. This is probably the hardest mission in the game. Because of the constant missiles that he shoots, my Patapons just fly all over the place. So I retreat, adjust my equipment, and try again. And the fight is a lot better than last time. I actually managed to defeat the mission and kill Magaton. Now for the next mission, we gotta fight Beetleton, and he's a complete joke. He barely does any damage to me, and Queer Bama shows up, and even she's more threatening than Beetleton in this fight. But then Queen Karma just leaves, and Beetleton just gives up and tells me to kill him, which is pretty funny, not gonna lie. Now we're gonna fight another boss, Shukle. And Shukle's also pretty easy as well, since most of my army have fire weapons, and she goes down as fast as Gong. Now for the last couple of missions, we gotta fight Karma, Queen Karma. And the fight doesn't go very well at the start. But for some reason, the less Patapons I had, the easier the fight got. Since there weren't enough people to hit the meteor's attack. And Queen Karma just went down, and I defeated her. Now time for the final mission, where we fight the final boss, Goro. And he is tough. And by tough, I mean a lot of health. He has massive health. And his attacks only do moderate damage at best. But I can tank it thanks to my demonic stew. And he switches faces from time to time, with the belly fist being his favorite. And he likes to run away and charge at me, but then I realized you can just tank it. But at this point, I didn't realize the Patapon was taking damage. I couldn't afford to have him die because Goro was almost dead. And I went for the final charge attack, and Goro's is down. Demon Hype, watch the sun, go up, see the crags. I successfully beat Patapon with only normal units. So yeah, it's possible to beat Patapon with normal units. It was a moderate challenge at best. But missions being really easy, missions being frustrating. I also did this in one sitting, which took 6 hours. I beat this in one sitting, wow. Would I recommend to do this if you want to make the game go hard? Go ahead. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Cisco out.